The girl who sold lemonade. She just wanted to help her mom. She didn't know she'd change the whole town. Chapter 1. The Whisper in the Kitchen. Emily sat at the kitchen table, coloring on the back of an old receipt. Her markers were dry, and the lines she drew barely showed. Still, she smiled. She was used to things not working perfectly. From the cracked door, she could hear her mother on the phone in the other room. The voice was quiet, but urgent. "I can't afford that. We don't have insurance anymore. I know, but I'm trying. I'll figure something out." Emily stopped coloring. She held her breath. She didn't know all the words, but she understood one thing. Something was wrong with her mom, and no one was coming to help. That night, when her mother kissed her forehead and whispered, "Sweet dreams," Emily didn't sleep. She stared at the ceiling and thought, if no one else can help, maybe I can. Chapter 2. A Lemonade Idea. The next morning, Emily woke up early and searched through the cupboards. She found 3 lemons, a jar of sugar, and a plastic pitcher with a missing lid. She carried it all outside, dragged an old milk crate from the garage, and set up a small stand using her school desk. She scribbled a sign on cardboard. Lemonade, $1. To help my mommy. The sun was barely up when she sat down behind her desk. Her knees swung under the table. Her hands were sticky with sugar. But she waited. Nothing happened for 2 hours. Then, a man in a suit walked by, talking on his phone. He stopped, read the sign, and looked at her. "Lemonade, huh?" "Yes, sir, $1. He pulled out a $20 bill and placed it gently in her jar. "Keep the change, and good luck, sweetheart." Emily's eyes went wide. She had never held that much money before. She smiled so big it made the man pause. Then he took a sip and walked away. Chapter 3. The Post. That man's name was Mr. Reynolds. On his lunch break, he posted a photo on Facebook. "This little girl is selling lemonade to help her sick mom. I don't know her name. I don't know her story. But I know this is what real strength looks like." The post spread. People shared it, commented, tagged their friends. "Where is she? Let's go support her. This breaks my heart. Let's help. Anyone know how to donate?" By the next morning, the sidewalk in front of Emily's house had a line. Chapter 4. The Stand That Grew. Emily woke up to the sound of voices. Dozens of people stood outside, holding cash, coffee, and even stuffed animals. One woman brought a cooler of ice so Emily's lemonade would stay cold. A local bakery dropped off cookies for her to sell. A man with a guitar sat on the curb and played cheerful songs while people waited in line. Her mom came outside in her bathrobe, confused and emotional. Emily ran up to her, holding the jar of money. "Look, Mama, people came. They want to help." Her mom fell to her knees and hugged her so tightly, Emily thought her ribs might crack. That day, Emily made $478. Chapter 5. Chain of Kindness. Every day after that, the line got longer. One day, a group of firefighters bought 100 cups and gave them away to people downtown. A high school class came by and gave Emily a giant card signed by 300 students. "You inspired our whole school," it read. A local reporter did a story. Then a national one picked it up. Donations started pouring in through a GoFundMe page someone had created on her behalf. In just 2 weeks, it passed $30,000. Emily didn't understand how much money that really was, but she understood that it meant hope. And hope was everything. Chapter 6. The Doctor in the Crowd. On a quiet Tuesday, a man in a light blue shirt came to the stand. He didn't buy lemonade. He just stood, watching. When it was quiet, he walked over and knelt beside Emily. "You're quite a young lady," he said. "I just wanted to help my mommy," she replied. He smiled, then handed her mom a business card. "I'm Dr. Patel. I run a foundation that helps families without insurance. I saw your story. I think we can help." Emily's mom's hands trembled as she took the card. Is this real? It is. Let's schedule an appointment. No cost. Emily didn't understand the conversation, but she saw the tears in her mother's eyes, and she knew it was something good. Chapter 7. The Operation. 2 weeks later, her mother was in a hospital bed. Dr. Patel and his team performed the surgery she needed. The foundation covered it all. When her mother woke up, pale but smiling, Emily ran to her and whispered, "We did it, Mama. We made it." Her mother brushed hair from Emily's face, her voice hoarse but warm. "No, baby, you did it." Chapter 8. The Festival. Months passed. Emily's lemonade stand became a local legend. The mayor declared the first Saturday in June as Kindness Day, in honor of Emily. Every year, families would set up stands not just for lemonade, but for cookies, crafts, and music. The proceeds went to families in need. At the first festival, Emily stood on stage, holding her mom's hand. "I just wanted to help my mom," she said into the microphone. "But you all helped me help the world." Chapter 9. The Spark. Years later, long after Emily had outgrown her lemonade stand, people still told the story. Teachers used it in class. Journalists referenced it in articles about kindness. Parents reminded their children what a little girl had once done with 3 lemons, 1 cup, and a heart full of hope. At the edge of the old neighborhood park, a bronze plaque stood under a lemon tree. Kindness isn't rare. It just needs a spark. Emily Sanders. Age 8. The End.